This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Rensselaer Field in East Hartford, home to the UConn Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the UConn Huskies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Got a man, it's Caldwell. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Pryor. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Pryor. There he goes.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Completes it in the middle. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play-action fake. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sorsby. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
First down for the offense.
And the Bearcats have pushed it inside the 20. Quick release by the QB. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bearcats! great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point was good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Murphy. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. Flips it out to the back. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get into the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Pass completion, move the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw again. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
That's caught. It's Walker. Powers through. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw at Sorsby. Swings it out to the flat. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Pryor. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Looking for space. It's Pryor. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Caldwell. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Gonna run it. It's Walker. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Pryor. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job, because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback, because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Royer. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds a soft spot in the middle. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
The UConn offense goes back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. They go to the draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Punt is in the air. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, he coughed it up. God, big mistake. But here's the thing. I'm going to run my quarterback. I got to pick my spots, but he's got to understand when I can take hits, when I get in traffic, and I got to wrap that thing up. And I'm a running back, right? When I'm running these design quarterback runs, I got to take care of the football.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. On the ground, it's Edwards.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Get set, get set.
They'll go to the ground. Got a little space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Fagnano. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks, it's Bell. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fighting off the defender. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Woo, that defender just laid the wood. As soon as that guy caught the ball, there he was. Bam! Clean hit for a minimal gain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going right to work up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They'll give it to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Walker. They get him out of bounds. Short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Sorsby. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Allen. Found the seam on the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bearcats!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. But now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Brown. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Wants to throw. It's Fagnano. Spits it out to the back. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bell. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the marker, it's Murphy. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. A short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
The field goal is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll... This drive at their own 25. UConn going back to work on offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves... He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Now from inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Fagnano. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. He's got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Well, if you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Fagnano. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UConn! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Moves away as he feels pressure. Complete to the left. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Power football with the run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Caught in the backfield, it's Royer. There he goes! And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Bearcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Takes a handoff. It's Walker. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it on the counter. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Right down the middle. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away from the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UConn offense goes back to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Get set, get set.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Cricket.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. Makes the catch, it's Murphy. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Complete downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This UConn offense really has it going. Reads it, fires complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well, and I'd give back that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Sorsby. The screen, and watch out. At the 35, he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds a man on the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And that's good enough for a first down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Complete. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Punch it out of the air. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You put the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the dub.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
UConn going back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hansen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
The Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
And the Huskies are rolling down the field. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. Pulls it in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Pulls it in. It's Bell. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Bell.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Fagnano. The short hands. It's Murphy. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Good right down the boulevard. All tied up, just over a minute to go, guys. Still plenty of time for a finish.
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the fourth quarter.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Sorsby. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose on the right. 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in the moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop, and you win.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Grab near the marker. It's Bell. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Hey, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Brown.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Scanning the field, it's Fagnano. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Quickly complete. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late.
Love the play call in a 2-minute situation here in the fourth quarter. Out-breaking route so you can make the catch, hopefully get out of bounds, and save yourself clock.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. It's a draw. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. To the air, it's Fagnano. Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And now they've decided to go for two. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He is in! And they roll the dice. Won't settle for the tie. They take the lead with a two-point conversion. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pass ball's incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.